Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Thank you for joining us in the inauguration event of the Erasmus Plus project, AI for Everyone. Today is actually in these couple of days, yesterday and today, we are having the kickoff meeting of this project here in Nicosia, Cyprus. So we are very excited about it, and we would like to share some information with you about our work, what we are planning on doing in this project, and of course, how to get you involved, and most importantly, why this is important for everybody. So this is the roadmap for today. We are going to give you an introduction to the team, the AI for Everyone team, the vision of the project, more information about the project and the activities, the important milestones, and how you can get involved and keep in touch with us, know about our activities, the events that we are organizing, and how you can join us in these events. Okay, so before we start, I wanted to ask you, how do you use AI in your everyday life? And you can actually unmute yourself and share with us, or use the chat to share with us the response to this question, if you want. So, do we have any volunteers? Well, okay, so people are shy. No worries. We can move on, and then we can come back to the question. So a few things about this partnership. We are co-funded by the European Union, by the Cyprus National Agency specifically, and this is a cooperation partnership that we have with the University of Trento, University of Koblenz, Aalborg University, and the Polish Japan Academy of Technology and Computing. So the project is titled AI for Everyone, How to Bridge the Gap Between Smart Technologies and Society. And this is exactly what we'll try to do here. This is a 2 years project, and we started actually this month. So we're quite fresh. The coordinator of the project is the Open University of Cyprus. And just a few words about the university. We are a public university that was founded in 2002. We have expertise, and we are specializing in distance learning. So this is the only university in the country that is specialized in open and distance education. And we are offering programs on bachelor, master's, and doctoral degrees. We have around 3,000 students, mostly postgraduate students, but we also do undergraduate programs. So we actually have 3 faculties: the Faculty of Economics and Management, Humanities and Social Sciences, and Pure and Applied Sciences. This project is coordinated by us, who are under the Faculty of Pure and Applied Sciences. And these are some of the programs that we are offering for a master's level. And of course, I cannot move on without advertising our new human-computer interaction master's, which is going to be in English. We're looking forward to kick this off in January. So if you're interested, please communicate with us and let us know. The importance and the benefit of having the distance learning university in Cyprus is that students can actually study without restrictions in terms of times, pace, place of study. And we have state-of-the-art technologies to support us in this effort. And this is actually very connected to what we do in the AI for Everyone, because we, as Open University and coordinators of the project, we do have the expertise to actually implement what we have planned in the project, which is education for everyone on AI aspects. And let's move now more specifically to the team. The project is coordinated by the Cyprus Center for Trustworthy AI, which is an interdisciplinary research center hosted at the Open University of Cyprus and is dedicated to research in trustworthy AI. And I will be coordinating the project. I'm currently an assistant professor in tenure track in human AI interaction at the Open University of Cyprus, co-directing the Cyprus Center for Trustworthy AI with my dear friend Jana Otterbacher. This is the team. So Maria Casinidou is a research associate and a PhD student with us. Her work is actually on educating different groups of the society on AI and understanding their perspectives when they're interacting with AI technologies. Evgenia Christoforou is a postdoc researcher working with us. She's specializing on crowdsourcing and fairness aspects on AI technologies. And our new addition, Dr. Emily Theophilou, a postdoctoral researcher who is also in the human computer interaction area. She does a lot of work on learning technologies and designing systems that empower users and help them to develop their skills throughout. And as I said before, my co-director, Jana Otterbacher. Jana is an associate professor at the Open University of Cyprus, and we work closely on aspects that have to do with ethical AI, trustworthy AI, and I will tell you a bit more later on about a project that we have running. Now I will pass the floor to our partners here, and we'll get back to the project later on. So I will give the floor to Matteo.
Hello, good morning and good afternoon to everyone. I'm Matteo, and I'm coming from University of Trento, which is a top-ranked medium-sized university. There are around 60,000 students in Italy, in the northeast of Italy, and it is a university internationally recognized for research and innovation. Within the university, there are many different departments, many different courses, and some of the leading and most important departments are the one on computer science and information engineering, from which I'm from, cognitive science and social science, in which there are also many work going on AI. And there is a department on a strong focus on data science, AI, and digital transformation. And there are also some of the main programs. One is a master in data science, and the other one is a master in artificial intelligence systems, in which we have recently launched also a set of courses called AI and Society. And of course, we do have many interdisciplinary PhD programs there. Within the University of Trento, together with Professor Giunchiglia, I'm part of the NoDive group, which is led by Professor Giunchiglia, which is an interdisciplinary research group that now counts around 10 permanent members and more than 30 other partners and collaboration all around the world. And the focus of the research group is on human-centered AI and knowledge representation, on social and cultural diversity in data and in AI, and in context-aware and personalized systems. So our main project, we do participate also in many European projects in the past, and usually we focus on computational social science, on diversity-aware AI, and on designing and implementing collaborative platform for digital society. And as an outcome of the research group, we are also working on a soon-to-be foundation, which is called Data Scientia, which is a community of people, and the community is dedicated to engage individuals in the ethical and informed discovery, in the management and reuse of data that underlie any AI system. So data science is there to foster a culture of person-centric AI across both research and innovation. And there are many projects that are going on now, and it is also based on a interdisciplinary research network, and we are starting to offer also many horizontal and vertical courses to both for expert and non-expert people in AI. So the main services of Data Scientia are their community building, interest group, news and events through which expert and non-expert can gather around and discuss and discover about artificial intelligence. We have a comprehensive infrastructure for data management with all sorts of different data that compose AI. And in the end, as I said before, we have training courses for both expert and non-expert, including MOOCs, one of which we have recently launched. Within the AI4Everyone project, we are the lead partner of WUPI3, and we are also involved in WUPI2. So we are in WUPI3. We are responsible for the technical design, content integration, evaluation of the course, alongside with the other partner with which we are going also to develop all the learning materials that are going to be adopted for the within the outcome of the AI4Everyone project, and we are also involved on the other side of the platform setup. Alongside with me, that I'm Matteo Busso. There is Professor Giunchiglia. Professor Giunchiglia is an expert in AI. It has a long career in studying AI, and now he has a strong focus on contextual AI and person-centric AI, and AI in particular, and is the coordinator of the Data Scientia Foundation and the Nodive Research Group. Me, myself, I have a PhD in computer science, but my background is actually in sociology. And now I'm moving my focus and my interest on education, and in particular in teaching on non-expert students about AI and its foundation.
So hello everybody. We are the University of Koblenz. Just some words about this university. The University of Koblenz is a young and research-oriented university in Germany, and it has a strong profile in computer science and digital transformation. We, as a partner in this project, we represent the Institute for Web Science and Technology with the West Institute. And our main activities include human-centered AI, computational social science, responsible data science, web and network technologies, and ethics, AI ethics and education. We also offer two main programs, two main study programs. The first is the Master in Web and Data Science, which already attract more than 200 students yearly. And the main focus is on machine learning, data analytics, recommender systems, and network science. We also have a newly established program, the Bachelor in Computational Social Science, which already have attracted 30 students. And here it is an interdisciplinary bachelor in the intersection on computer science, psychology, and sociology. Maybe we can go in the next slide to introduce the team. So the team members that will work on this project is me, I'm a postdoc, and Professor Hope Gardner would sit near me. You cannot see him. So as a collaborator in this project, we're gonna lead that part that has to do with the MOOC development, and we're responsible for the technical design, content integration, and evaluation of the course material. Of course, we're going to support the other work packages of this program, the AI competence assessment, the curriculum development, and dissemination. And our role on this project builds on our recent initiatives such as the BASE Bias Aware Search Engine, the Ethic Advisor, which is an LLM trained for reaching ethical awareness, our research lab that we recently offered in the previous semester on fairness in LLMs and AI in education, and another recent work on gamified learning systems and AI tutors. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amalia de Götzen, and I'm from Aalborg University, so Denmark, but we actually are in the campus in Copenhagen. We are part of the Faculty of IT and Design, and we are in the Department of Architecture, Design, and Media Technology. And we joined this project as a service design lab. So we are a group of designers, more or less 10 members, that we work mainly on social innovation projects that often has to do also with digitalization and e-public services and access to e-public services for more vulnerable groups. So we bring in this co-design and participatory approach in different contexts. So we are happy to bring it in also in this project. Yes, so in this project in particular, I will be working with my colleague Janvi Sampat and Luca Simeone. And we will work in the assessment, competence assessment and tech readiness. So we will also coordinate the pilots in all the different universities that are contributing to this project. And we'll develop the instrument for this assessment, of course, collect the data and analyze it to then design the best possible courses and MOOCs in the other parts of the project. Thanks.
Hello. I don't know, sure if you can. This is Adam Wierzbicki from the Polish-Japanese Academy for Information Technology. We are another partner of the project. We are a university with about 7,000 students with the Department of Computer Science and New Media Arts, the main departments, and an interdisciplinary PhD school of ICT and design. Our focus in this and many other projects is on AI in education currently. Together with 10 other universities, we are in a European university called EU on Air, which is all about this topic, all about trying to introduce AI in higher education and find the best ways to do this. And this is why we are also very happy to participate in this project. Our role will be mostly about dissemination and evaluation of the course in the project.
Thank you very much. So these were our partners in this project, and let's see actually what is AI4Everyone all about. Before I go on, I would like to ask you one more question. So how do you use AI in everyday life? And this was the question that we had before, and nobody volunteered to actually respond, but I'm sure that you are all thinking of how AI looks like, or how AI is involved in our everyday life. And maybe some of us actually had the thought of the Star Wars robots, or probably the Atlas robot by Boston Dynamics, which, by the way, has made a lot of progress in activities that are difficult to be performed by robotic machines. But AI is more than that, actually, and is much more involved in our everyday activities that we might think actually that you probably think that, oh, I'm not using AI actually, but you would be surprised. When you do a search on the web, take, for example, the Google search engine, AI is there to personalize the search results and make them relevant to you. Or lately, with the generative AI like Gemini and ChatGPT, the search engines are providing a summary for you at the top of the page to help you find information more efficiently. What about the social media we use, like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok? There are algorithms to help us to see the posts they decide that are more relevant to us or are closer to our interests. So even on our everyday communication activities, when you live chat with a customer representative online, it is probably a chatbot trying to help you, trying to see what is the problem and direct you in an intelligent way to the right answer. Or when we activate our phone assistant using voice commands, or even when we translate from one language to another using Google Translate or Google Lens, for example. But AI is also at our homes. We use a wide range of AI-enabled devices. The robot vacuum cleaner, for example, can scan the area around your house, make a map, navigate independently, and clean according to the need. The smart toothbrush will tell you where you need to brush better, or apply more pressure, less pressure. And there are smart fridges now that will order groceries for you, so you won't run out of milk again. So AI is actually embedded in our everyday life more than we might think of. And this is the natural evolution of technology. So actually, at the moment, we're living in the fourth industrial revolution. And with the fourth industrial revolution, everything is about intelligence. It's about the new technologies, the new algorithms that they are developed, and they are embedded within the devices and the software, the applications that we use every day. And you might have heard the phrase, the democratization of AI or democratized AI, but what does it actually mean? How might explain the spread of AI systems and machine capabilities in our society over the years? So just to give you here a brief overview, democratization of AI is about enabling all of us, people in everyday activities, to actually have access to AI. So this includes both end users like you and me of AI-driven systems, as well as developers, those who are actually building these technologies, who might not be AI experts, but want to enhance their creations with AI capabilities. So today's data-driven AI requires significant resources. So we need data, we need algorithms, we need computing power, and not everyone has those. So big technology companies are, of course, in a position to provide access to their resources. So, for example, I've talked to people who are not computer scientists, who are not AI experts, and they haven't developed anything before. And now, with the help of ChatGPT, they're building applications and they're putting them out there for others to use. So on this example here that we see, we show you a few relevant statements about democratizing AI from 4 big technology companies. For instance, Microsoft, which was one of the first companies to discuss the democratization of AI, has stated that they aim to make AI available for every person and every organization by providing access to their state-of-the-art resources via cloud computing. So many big tech companies also provide access to their AI technologies, like cognitive services, or otherwise known as AI as a service. So, as I said before, now we can actually very easily go and start building applications, mobile applications, computing applications, however you want to call them, and we can actually embed AI algorithms built by other companies. And this is what we mean by AI as a service. And as I said before, I came across a few people, non-experts, who are actually trying to experiment and work with AI in their either industry, like their work environment, or for personal use. So it should be noted, though, that many governments are actively promoting this democratization of AI, and most of us are very excited about it because we are finally able to use these technologies that are built by these big companies for our own benefit, on how we want, even if it's for fun. For example, these technologies are now at our homes. Our kids can play with this technology, make fun of ChatGPT, for example, on pronouncing numbers in Greek. This is actually a real example. But researchers and developers who have been financially supported by European projects are expected to engage with the European Union platform that is established and is called AI on Demand. And this is a platform and ecosystem to enable the sharing of AI-related resources. So what's the problem with that? I mean, we have all heard the horror stories on the media about ChatGPT and how it's manipulating people to do certain actions that might not be very beneficial for them. But there are also other social implications, like, for example, social biases, discrimination, and these are ethical challenges for many AI systems. So just some examples here. We can see, for example, that the Compass system, that is a very famous case. Compass was used in the judicial system in the United States to help judges in decision-making by predicting which defendants were the most likely to reoffend. However, a team of journalists revealed that the system suffered from disparate error rates at the expense of Black defendants. Another case is the algorithmic prediction of exam scores during COVID-19, specifically when pupils in the UK were unable to take their A-level exams because of the pandemic. An algorithm was used to predict an indicative score. So the algorithm, the AI, which considered not only the students' academic performance, but also the historical performance of their respective schools, was found to discriminate against those coming from less benefited areas. So we're in the towards regulating actually and legislating AI. So AI governance legislation play a key role in managing the ethical challenges of AI. In general, AI governance can be described as a set of processes, policies, tools used by organizations to develop and use AI responsibly. And it can also be viewed as a framework to ensure compliance with the best practices that are surrounding data and AI within the organization. So here we can see one example of a model for organizational AI governance that shows 3 layers that an organization needs to pay attention to. So at the top layer is the environment in which the organization operates with the various requirements such as stakeholders, pressures, as well as relevant legislation. In the middle is the organizational layer where the business strategies and particular values of the organization must be considered. And at the deepest level is the AI system. So the organization must understand very well the behaviors of its AI systems. And in addition to that, in the European Union, as of August 2024, organizations developing and operating AI systems must comply with the EU AI Act. So the goal of this legislation is actually to ensure that the Europeans can trust AI. So we can use AI and understand what are the capabilities of these technologies, but also be aware of potential harms. So we need, the aim is for AI to benefit the society and the economy. So the AI Act is largely based on the concept of trustworthy AI. So what they are trying to do is they are trying to regulate risk. So systems that are classified as posing an acceptable risk are not permitted for use in the European Union. For example, social scoring systems such as those used in China, or systems that recognize employees' emotions in the workspace, and so on. At the other extreme are AI systems that are seen to pose minimal risk to the public, and most systems fall into this category, which includes systems like AI-enabled video games or the spam filter we are using in our email applications. So high-risk AI systems are those that can pose serious risks to human safety, health, fundamental human rights. And this category includes systems used in critical infrastructures such as transportation, energy, water management, and predictive medicine, surgical robots, just a few to mention here. So these high-risk systems are subject to strict obligations, such as extensive evaluation, monitoring, and so on. Generative AI now, like the systems like Copilot, Gemini, ChatGPT we use in our everyday life, and foundation models are considered high risk because of their general purpose nature, and that they can actually influence applications that are actually built based on these technologies, and in extent impact the user that is relying on their responses. So This is all about regulating and legislation, but one way to address the ethical challenges that we are facing with AI in our everyday life is to address this problem through raising awareness of potential issues, educating the public to be critical users of AI technologies, and organizations such as UNESCO here have highlighted the importance of raising awareness of the ethical challenges of AI with a wide range of stakeholders, from those who develop AI to those who use AI for decision making, and finally, us, the end users who encounter AI in our everyday life. So the recommendations specifically note the need to raise the AI literacy of the members of the public. And this brings us to the challenges that we are facing in Europe. So, for example, as we can see here, only around 50% of people have adequate digital skills and we have strong national disparities, as you can see here. So if we take, for example, the countries that are involved in our consortium, we can see that apart from Denmark, all the other countries, we fall below the EU average in terms of people with basic or above basic digital skills. And if we have a closer look here, we can see that this is not just below the average, but we actually fall quite behind. So when it comes now to attitudes towards smart technologies and AI, we can see that here Cyprus, the coordinating country of this project, and also a partner country, Germany, hold negative attitudes, while Italy barely makes it to the average of the EU. But the important thing that we want to highlight here is that there is overall a polarized mistrust towards emerging technologies in the whole Europe. So what should we do about that? So regulation is important, but is it really enough? We need to create educational material and resources for people like you, like us, to develop their digital skills and create awareness of what AI is in reality and how we can be critical consumers of actually these technologies. And this brings us to the activities that we do actually in the Cyprus Center for Trustworthy AI. We are trying to explore how different audiences like children, teachers, the general public perceive AI and their interaction with AI technologies. And we're trying to promote AI and algorithmic literacy. So we are trying to design educational interventions for teaching AI to different audiences, design educational tools. So we have actually developed different tools for teaching AI and the concepts that are surrounding AI, like explainability, to different audiences. And through our research, we have identified that people usually do hold some misconceptions of what AI is, for example. And based on these misconceptions, we are trying to develop educational material to help mainly the general public here in Cyprus and in Greece. We have developed resources in the Greek language, for example, to try help people to get educated on AI and be aware and critical users of AI, to also help our children. So educating adults, they can help their children thrive in the fourth industrial revolution. Children will actually be in the forefront of this revolution. For example, here you can see what children draw when we ask them to describe what is AI. And their understanding is based on the science fiction stories that they see on TV, on what is depicting AI. And also, in some of the drawings, we saw that they see AI in a negative manner. So through the years, I mean, the last 5-6 years, we have run a series of courses open to the general public. Some others were more specialized in for developers, for example, some others for educators in the public education here in Cyprus. But we most recently in 2025, we opened a course AI in Everyday Life 3.0, which was actually open to the general public and free of charge to attend. I will give you more information about that. But here, just to say that we are basing our work our work is informed by research, and we are building tools, publishing tools that can help people to get educated on AI aspects. So the course that I was mentioning earlier, Everyday AI, is an open course in Greek and English, follows a blended learning approach with pre-recorded lectures and synchronous interactive sessions that were held once a week for 8 weeks. And this project was, course was actually funded by the project called Pinnacle, which was funded by the local research foundation here in Cyprus. So the idea was to help people understand what is AI technology and different technologies that use AI in their everyday life. But we were also able to collect data from pre and post course questionnaires and through weekly assignments to understand their attitudes towards AI literacy, and how their experience was with this course. So we found out that positive attitudes towards AI increased significantly after the course, but the negative attitudes remained stable overall. However, participants became more aware of the ethical concerns that are attached to these technologies. And we noticed that there were significant overall improvements in AI literacy scores and AI literacy constructs like awareness, usage, evaluation, and ethics. So overall, we had a high satisfaction rates and they were very positive about the flexibility we provided them with a blended learning course and the assignments that were based on real life examples. So what I want to say here is that we have evidence that if people are attending courses, are getting educated and are becoming aware of AI technologies in their everyday life, we can actually have positive results towards increasing the digital skills of people related to AI, but also their attitudes and helping them trust AI technologies more, which is also the aim of the European Union AI Act. So the project of AI4Everyone builds on all these activities that we have been working on towards all these years, and aims to empower citizens to critically adopt and responsibly use AI in daily life. We are aiming to develop educational resources for non-technical audiences, bridging the gap between specialized AI training and public understanding. So we want to increase awareness and discovery and help people put trust in AI systems that is aligned with EU values and regulations, and also promote active citizen participation in actually assessing AI's trustworthiness and ethical compliance. And which are our target groups in this project? We are aiming initially at first hand to target higher education students in our institutions, higher education administrative staff, but also higher education faculty in our universities that are coming from disciplines which are not AI experts. But at the same time, we are aiming to target higher education students outside of our partnership. So from universities in Cyprus, Germany, Poland, Italy, that are outside of the main consortium of this project. And also we want to target the general public, private and public primary and high school educators, local citizens, and also people in different industries that do not have specialized knowledge on AI. So how do we do that? So what we aim is actually to develop initially surveys and tools for assessment of people's skills. And based on that, we would like to develop a course curriculum that will actually help people to build on their skills and awareness. One of the most important resources that will be coming out of this project is a massive online course that will be open, and people will be able to study and get aware and develop their skills on their own time and pace through this AI for Everyone MOOC. And one other important aspect is that all these courses and material will be developed in all languages of the consortium. So in English, Greek, Italian, German, and Polish, and also Danish. So you can see that we are trying to have a wider audience attached by our outputs throughout Europe. Now, why is this project important for you, and how can you get involved? We are planning on hosting a number of events. So now here in Cyprus, we are hosting the kickoff meeting and the AI for Everyone information inauguration event that is happening now today. But there are other planned events that might be of your interest. So, for example, in June, we will be hosting the first AI for Everyone online dissemination event. And this event will give us the opportunity to introduce the course structure. So the modules that will be included in the course, and give you some overview about the topics that we're going to include and educate you on. Then during our meeting in August 2026, we are going to host a multiplier event, a dissemination event of the AI for Everyone curriculum in Germany, actually, but it will be also broadcasted online. So it will allow people from around Europe to find out about our progress, about the course, and to be able to understand how you can further get involved and benefited from this project. Then in December 26, we will have a second online dissemination event. And here again, we are going to have the introduction to the course. Now the material will be ready, and you will be able to actually know the dates that the different courses will be launched, and get the opportunity to register. Then in January 27, we'll be hosting a winter school in Poland, in Warsaw, most probably. And we, as a consortium, we have the chance to get people from our countries to attend this winter school. So we have the budget through the funding to actually take 2 higher education students with us for this winter school. And then we have the staff training event that is linked to our closing meeting. And in the staff training event, again, as a consortium, we do have the resources to take staff from our organizations to this training event. So this is not just for us to sit together and develop a course, it's also for you to actively get involved. So how can you get involved? So you can get educated about AI technologies through the MOOC course. If you are members of the general public, stay informed through the project's communication channels and dissemination activities. Attend the dissemination and outreach activities of AI4Everyone. And of course, you can use here the QR codes that we're providing and provide us with your details, your email address, so we can send you more information. We can send you the openings of the courses, our progress reports, and also the recruitment advertisements for our events where you can get involved. Now, if you're higher education students, the resources that we will develop in the courses will be available for you. Even if you are not a computer science student, you will be able to benefit. And if you are a computer science student, but you want to develop your knowledge further, still these courses will be beneficial. So we have different channels for communication. We are on social media through the SciCat and through the social media of the partner universities. And we will be posting information there about our event. And of course, for higher education students, maybe the most exciting event will be the winter school attendance in Poland. Expenses will be covered for 2 students to travel with us and actually be part of this winter school. So please use the QR code if you are interested to stay in touch so we can actually get to know you and help you to register your interest to the winter school. Now, educators at different levels, again, resources will be available and you can integrate those in your practice. We have experience and we can offer you advice on how to use these resources in your everyday practice, actually, with your classes, depending on the level of education that you're at. The AI competence assessment and tech readiness toolbox will be available and you will be able to use it with your students and see their data, analyze their competences and readiness on the AI use. So again, we will be doing a lot of dissemination, communication, so stay in touch and of course, you will be able to attend the multiplier event that will be organized in Germany. We can take one person covered by the project to attend with physical presence in Germany. But also this event will be broadcasted online, so more can actually benefit from this event. Now, higher education administration staff and faculty, so you can be trained through our open courses, through the MOOC, and of course, an exciting opportunity for you to attend the intensive staff training in Italy with project funding available to cover the physical participation of 2 staff members from our organizations. So we will be very, very interested to hear from you and listen to your needs. So stay informed and register if you would like to be considered for traveling with us in Trento, in Italy, for this staff training event. Now, I would like to thank you very much for joining us today and for being being patient with us and listening to what we have to say. So AI for Everyone is about bridging the AI skills gap across Europe and beyond, of course, because of the open educational resources that we are going to build. So even if you are not in Europe, you can still stay informed about the project's outcomes and the different resources we are building. Now, if you have any questions, if you would like to ask something in particular that will be of interest and linked to the project or the other activities that us or any other of our partners are doing, please let us know. You can use the chat or open your microphone and have a discussion with us. Thank you, Christia, for the good words here. Amazing project. Many congratulations to all. Thank you very much. So since I can see that people are a bit shy, how would you explain to a child what is AI? So do you actually, have you thought about that? What is AI and how can we explain to young children what is AI? Anyone wants to try and give us an idea here? Chat or microphone, feel free. As an electronic assistant. Okay. So yeah, children, we've actually, Maria Casinidou, one of the members of the group, has actually performed a user study, a research survey, and she was actually asking adults this question. So how would you explain to a child what is AI? And we could see that many actually, mentioned a machine that can think like a person, exactly that, or an electronic assistant, or I don't know, Maria, do you want to give some examples from the work that you did?
So hi everyone from me as well. So yeah, I did actually 3 different studies. One was with adults, one was with teachers as well, where I asked them how they would explain what is AI. And what I found with the adults and the teachers was that most of them, they saw AI as a system or a machine or a program that has human-like characteristics, or they have a brain, or they thought of it as having human-like intelligence. So what Janvi said here was one of the most common responses I got also in my study. And I also tried, because we are here in Cyprus, I also wanted to see whether there were any differences between those that are based in Cyprus and that are coming from other countries. And actually, we found that here in Cyprus, we are lacking a bit more. So the responses, even those that they mentioned, more sophisticated things about AI, like it can learn or solve problems, they were like very vague from the Cypriot participants. They couldn't explain how it can learn or how it uses data or how it is able to answer questions. And yeah, I did also with children in primary schools and in middle schools here in Cyprus. And the difference is that the children saw AI as robots, of course, and digital or electronic devices without mentioning or thinking whether they are intelligent or not. They were mentioning like TV or a fridge or whatever. And I don't think they had the awareness what could make this device AI. So yeah, if you have any questions about this research, please feel free to use the chat or the microphone.
Thank you, Maria. So any other ideas on how would you explain to a child about AI? Or if we go back to the question that we had at the beginning, so what AI do you use in your everyday life? So maybe it's at work or in your actual life, I mean, private life at home. Any ideas? For example, my favorite AI-enabled technology is the vacuum cleaner. So this is something that I really enjoy using because it helps me with the obvious household activity. So this is my favorite AI invention. I don't know if anyone else has any favorite, either from the people here at the consortium or you at the audience. No. Well, I know it's morning and it's quite difficult to engage into sophisticated discussions, but I would like to thank you once again for being here today with us and finding out about this exciting project that we are starting now. I would like to ask you to get in touch with us if you need any more information about our work, about the activities that we do in general, any of the important activities presented by our partners, and you might need to find out more about them. So please get in touch with us via the SciCat channels or directly through our form that we provided the QR code here. So thank you very much for being here and looking forward to see you to future events.